Welcome back to Comic Book Hero. We're ready to rock. Yep, I'm talking about Superman again, but hey, I'm a Superman fan and I'm trying to get these comics out here for all you guys who are fans as well, and for you guys who keep sleeping on Superman. Somebody asked me before, it's like, hey, I noticed that, you were talking about curating comics. What does that mean? What does it mean to curate a comic? How do you do it? Sounds so, it's really not that difficult, and guys do it all of the time. I can't say that a lot of guys do it well, but guys do it all the time. A friend of mine does a very good job at this. Here's what you do, okay? There's a lot of comic books that are overlooked. Most guys look at them and they're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's not a big key. Wolverine's not in the book, and oh, it's not Red Goblin. Forget about it. You know, what's this, $10? No problem. The smarter buyer looks at it and says, hey, this is a book that sells regularly. Okay, this is a book that collectors seem to like. It may sell for $10, $15, but they buy it. So they go and investigate. How much does this book sell if it's graded? They notice that there's no numbers on it because nobody grades this book. So while it's selling for $10 or $15 ungraded, how much would it sell for graded? Well, obviously, if people are buying it ungraded, somebody would probably love to have a high-end copy of this. So they're going to get the book, and they look for the best possible copy. They're checking the corners, no color breaks, no creases. Okay, they have settled on a dynamite copy now. They're certain this is going to come back at least a 9.4 or better, so it doesn't waste anybody's time. But wait, there's more. They don't just submit this book over for grading. They see, hey, is there a con in my area? If you're in one of the major areas, you're in Baltimore, you're in New York City, you're out there in Oregon, and you can make it to one of your cons, or just look at the list. A lot of guys don't do this. Is there any artists there that are also from books in your comic collection that you could go and get them signed? A lot of artists will be happy to sign your book for free if you make a donation. So he goes, he takes the book, high quality book, he goes to the artist, gives a donation, $10, $15, whatever it may be. Then he takes the book to be graded. Now, okay, he has, when it comes back, okay, and he promised me he would let me see this. He's actually grading this book right here, Action Comics 484, Marriage of Superman and Lois Lane, at least the first one in comics. He's going to be sending that up, but he's going to get it signed, hopefully, by the great Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. So now he's going to come back with something, and if it comes back high enough grade, and he's pretty confident, he thinks this is going to come back 9.4, 9.6, maybe even as high as a 9.8. He'll have one of the few copies that are graded that high and signed by the cover artist. Now you put that up there against your CGC census. Nobody else says that. It's just him. He's got a one-of-a-kind book, and nothing attracts a collector like something that is one of a kind. But curating is not easy. It takes time and it takes a lot of patience. You have to find a good book because you don't want to waste your time. You can't just go, let me roll the dice with this one. You need to look that book over and be sure. Check the interiors, which a lot of guys don't do. Make certain there are no torn pages, no ads missing, nothing that can mess this up. Check that cover very, very well. If it has a color break, forget it. It's not going to make the grade. Make certain that it's going to be submitted for pressing as well as grading. Make certain that the person that you want to get that book signed by is going to appear at the con. Call, see if they've made any cancellations. Because if not, you got to try to track this guy down someplace else. If you're in a good area that has, if you're in the tri-state area over here, which is New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, there are cons popping off all over the place, and there's a good concentration of time you may be able to catch people, especially if the person that you're looking for is in the area. If not, hey, you could be waiting almost another year before you get another bite at the apple. But you do a good job. You've got a one-of-a-kind book. And it's something really beautiful for your collection and something that is top dollar, haggle resistant for somebody who actually wants it for their collection. And that's comic curating. I hope to report back, in a few months' time after he is done having this one signed and seeing exactly what happened. But it's a great road to go in terms of making some really strong collectibles for your collection at the end of the day. But you have got to be patient. You've got to have the stomach for it. And most importantly, you better have a good eye, because there's nothing worse than submitting a book that you think is going to be a 9.8 and it comes back, well, let's not even bring up the words. Hey, Calvin Ellis, trying to make you a hero. I'll see you later.